Hello, welcome to Sound and Fury Book Reviews. As usual, I am Tina. Today I'm just doing a little update for you guys, kind of like a first quarter update. Sorry I didn't post any videos last week. It was March break, so I was pretty busy trying to fit in, trying to work while also having my one kid home, plus we took her on some outings. It was actually a really fun week. I was also going to post a review of Stringers, but then I got invited to be part of the book tour, and if that happens or not, I'm not sure, but either way, I'm going to be posting that review later. I was also a bit sad last week. I didn't really have any motivation, and I'll explain that at the end of my video. I just want to do a little update on my channel. Nothing's really changing, but coming up this month, I've got lots of reviews for you. I just did Rebecca Roanhorse's Fevered Star. I've got Under Fortunate Stars, which I really liked. I'm going to do this 10-book challenge tag that I saw on Break Even Books channel. Then in April, I'm going to be doing Indie April, where I will only read and review indie books, except if Stringers is in there. But I already read that, so it doesn't count. I've already picked out the books, so don't message me being like, can you read my book for this? I'm like, no, I've already picked them out. You can request that I read your stuff like later in the year, but that information is on my website only. And there's a list of things that you have to kind of like abide by, or your book has to, there's criteria, okay? There's criteria. So in May, I have a lot of NetGalley titles to get through. I don't know why I do this to myself. I need to stop. And then I'm going to do a couple more classic sci-fi titles and an indie title I also agreed to review. I've decided that June will be paperback month for me. Paperback catch-up month. I have all of those books up there to pick from. I have so many books. I might pick my top, 10 and then have, one of my dogs, my one dog, or maybe one of my children, pick the books for me. We'll see. I'm going to try to find a fun game for it. But anyway, aside from book club books, of course, I'm going to still be reading those, but I'm going to try to make those audiobooks so they don't kind of interfere. Based on a suggestion from a viewer, thank you, I think I'm going to make a bingo chart for my modern sci-fi books as well as classic. I read so many modern sci-fis, and there are a lot of tropes in there that I think would be fun. I don't know when I'm going to implement this though, because I don't have like a ton of time to make another bingo chart, but I'll see if I have like a moment. Maybe this week I'll try to whip that up and try to do it with every review. I'm not sure though, because it does take a lot of time, like when I'm editing, because I have to like add those little check marks each time. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll find a different way of doing it that's easier. But so that's kind of it for book updates. I mean, this is just a short little thing, but I had some sad news. So my dog Denny, the one that's at the end of my my videos, wagging his little tail and saying goodbye, we had to put him down last weekend, and he was my first dog, and he was such a good boy, and he was 12 years old. He lived a wonderful life of, adventure and fun. I will miss him absolutely terribly, and I'm already tearing up. I debated changing my end title card, but I think I'm gonna leave it for the rest of the year at least. Maybe I'll change it in January or something using my other dog. It depends how I feel, but yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, it was a long time coming. He was quite ill, and I mean, you heard him working away in some videos, and that's because his trachea was collapsing, and medicine he was doing a little bit, but it was time. And anyway, I just figured I would mention that in case, there's a book with a pug and I don't mention my pug or show my pug. Yeah, that's where he is. He's not around. So thank you for watching, and that's the end of my update, and I very much enjoy doing this YouTube channel. It's one of my favorite hobbies, and if there's anything I can do to make the videos more entertaining, more gifts, less gifts, for you guys, let me know. I'm totally willing to accept criticism, constructive criticism. Don't you tell me that my hair looks terrible, because I know my hair always looks terrible. You don't have to remind me that. And don't tell me my shelves are messy, because I know that too. Anyway, thanks for watching, and yeah.